The myth and reality of photographic memory. The idea of a photographic memory, the ability to look at a complex scene or a page of text once and recall it perfectly, as if viewing an actual photograph, is one of the most persistent myths in popular culture. In reality, science has not found conclusive evidence that true photographic memory exists in adults. While some children exhibit a rare phenomenon known as eidetic memory, where they can see an image for a few seconds or minutes after it is removed from sight, this ability almost always fades as they grow older, and their brains develop more complex methods of processing and conceptualizing information. The good news is that you don't need a photographic brain to achieve exceptional recall. What people often perceive as photographic memory is usually the result of advanced mnemonics, mental discipline, and optimized lifestyle habits. You can train your brain to achieve a high level of functional memory that rivals what many assume to be photographic. How to achieve exceptional recall. Improving your memory is not about imprinting images, it is about building stronger pathways for encoding and retrieving information. Here is how you can train your brain for better retention. 1. Master mnemonic techniques. These are ancient, proven strategies that turn abstract data into concrete, memorable structures. The Memory Palace, Method of Loci. Visualize a place you know intimately, like your house. Place the items or information you need to remember in specific locations within that house. To recall the information, mentally walk through your house and pick them up. Chunking. The human brain struggles to remember long strings of data, like phone numbers. Break information into smaller, meaningful chunks. Instead of 10 digits, remember it as 3 groups of numbers. Association and visualization. To remember a name or a concept, link it to something vivid. If you need to remember the name Baker, visualize the person wearing a tall white hat and standing in a bakery. The stranger the association, the more likely you are to recall it. 2. Implement spaced repetition. Cramming is the enemy of long-term retention. Use spaced repetition, reviewing information at increasing intervals, for example, 1 hour, 1 day, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month. This forces your brain to work to retrieve the memory, which physically strengthens the neural connection, moving the information from short-term to long-term storage. 3. Optimize your lifestyle. Your brain is a biological organ, and its performance depends on its environment. Prioritize sleep. Sleep is not just rest, it is the process of consolidation where your brain clears out temporary data and moves important information into long-term storage. Without sufficient REM and deep sleep, your ability to encode new memories is severely compromised. Physical activity. Aerobic exercise increases blood flow to the brain, specifically the hippocampus, the region responsible for learning and verbal memory. Manage stress. Chronic stress releases cortisol, which can literally shrink the hippocampus over time. Mindfulness, meditation, and regular breaks help clear mental clutter, allowing you to focus better on the information you actually want to remember. 4. Practice active learning. Do not just read or watch passively. The more senses you involve, the better the recall. Teach it. Explain what you are learning to someone else or to an empty room. This forces you to organize the information logically. Write it down. Using your hands to write engages different cognitive areas than typing. Say it aloud. Engaging your voice and your ears adds an auditory layer to the memory. Summary. You cannot install a photographic memory, but you can build a pro-level memory. By using structural tools like the Memory Palace and lifestyle foundations like sleep and exercise, you can develop a capacity for information retention that is far superior to the average person.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Beta Test Theory. If you're into cutting edge tech, hit that subscribe button. Join our beta test and get exclusive area now.